Like my first contract I signed, it was $50,000 for me, Jay, and Ant to split. We did not send one red line back. They sent the contract.
Wow.
We scrolled down to the Schedule
bottom,
A.
saw the bottom.
We saw that $50,000 and delivering 30 days, brother. No lawyer, didn't even send it to nobody. Like we just needed that bread because we wanted to move to LA.
Didn't even know what you were signing.
Everybody did that.
I did it before.
Yeah, you just want that bread. I want to get out of Washington.
A couple cast members up here have done that.
Yeah.
Oh, I stand in it. I stand in it all.
So because of that, I learned.
Oh, you mean currently?
Yeah. Joe, he has no red line policy.
Yo.
What's good, Elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod. I have to apologize, guys. I have to apologize. I'm sorry, because as Kevin was telling this story about red lines and all the times he messed up, a lot of the things that he was saying, I equate to the co-host of the JBP. But this does not pertain to the co-host of the JBP. And that's where I have to apologize at. I'm always giving information that independent creators need to hear and listen to and adhere to, as opposed to people that are already set in stone. Whether they want to do their own thing outside of the network, for the network, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to opine on it, but this right here is my mea culpa. I'm sorry. Kevin opened my eyes, though. He opened my eyes to a lot of the things that I see creators do, as opposed to not do, or what they shouldn't do when it comes to this space. A lot of these creators will see that $50,000, they'll see $100,000, they'll see more money than they're currently seeing. And then in the contract, the businesses will tell them, hey, you can't do that. We don't want you doing that. And instead of, hey, wait, that doesn't make sense for me, myself. All they see is the dollar sign. They're not thinking about the future. They're not thinking about later on down the line. If the co-hosts continue to be seen in a great light in Joe's eyes and Ian's eyes, it doesn't matter what they do, because as long as Joe's show is successful, they will be successful by proxy. So I apologize. But you cannot listen to this interview and then look at your current position and feel like there's not something you could do about it. So instead of constantly chastising the co-host for not making movements outside of the JBP, I'll try to stop speaking on their business dealings with the JBN and just start speaking on what it is that they bring to the pod, what they do to the pod, and what they don't bring and what they don't do on the pod. This was an eye-opener, though. That being said, is it a big deal that Mark keeps alluding to business dealings and how they're possibly going awry? Is it a big deal that Mark keeps joking about setting up a union for the JBN? Is it a big deal that Mark came from actual, not content creation, but production? He actually came from news outlets. He actually came from where there was contracts constructed, and he had to redline some things, or he just agreed to some things because of the price amount. Is that a big deal? Should we be concerned about that, or is that COE? Because I'm going to stop on my end as far as the co-hosts are concerned. I'm just going to keep it strictly to Joe and Ian. But Mark is speaking on it. He speaks on it so much, it's one of the narratives on the Ian and Mark show. So if it's not a big deal, if it's something that I shouldn't be paying attention to, why is one of the co-hosts, especially the 5-time Potter of the Month co-host, the one leading the charge on a union or on a raise? Because last episode, and I didn't even make a video about this, but I want to speak on it. Last video or podcast, he spoke on, he thinks they all should get 50% raises. And since none of the other co-hosts think like Mark thinks because he's an independent creator, and I'm not saying they don't have independent creation, they just don't think like Mark does as an independent. They're not going to say anything, and Joe's okay with it. The jokes here and there, but Mark is persistent with his jokes. What happens when Mark really does want a raise, and say, I don't want to be here anymore. Will that affect the show? I know every business, we have to continue to keep the wheels turning, whether you're here or not, even if you're one of the main faces. Joe's already had to segue after losing Rory and Maul. Would that be a point of contention later on down the line? Of course. But would Joe beg Mark to stay? Would Joe fall into all of Mark's demands? Who's to say? Who's to say? That's where the value of what you bring to a company comes into play during the negotiations for a contract. But Mark keeps bringing it up. I don't know how much of it is sarcasm and jokes or how much of it is true. Only time will tell. But even though today was a great episode and I already rewatched it again, I might rewatch it again. I'm still very curious if Melissa's going to show up. I've been seeing the Instagram pictures. Shout out to JBTV community. I saw it on Twitter. I saw Mel's Twitter or Instagram. I saw pics. Her confirming that she was shooting a movie with Vanessa Simmons and a couple of others. And her confirming that the movie is over and done with. So, once again, will Melissa be on the podcast tomorrow? And because we've been anticipating a new hire, will they make their return or their appearance tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm anticipating this episode just like I was this interview because I didn't know what to expect from Kev. And I know that he's taken shots at Joe Budden in the past, so I didn't know if Joe was going to come firing at Kev or if he was going to let him do what he did. But now that this is over and done with, we got tomorrow coming. Will Melissa be here? Hopefully, because it's clear as day she wasn't suspended. Now that it's been confirmed by all parties that she was filming a movie. But my main concern is, will Melissa be on the show with the other new female co-host or woman co-host, or are they going to alternate? Because then that's going to start a narrative and a storyline up on its own. But as always, like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the page if you have it. If you have, you already know how we rock it. You already know what it is with us, and I appreciate you. I'll see you on tomorrow. Peace. Oh, wait. Go check out Patreon. I just got 2 new uploads. And your boy, dumb ass, I'm over here trying to delete videos in my draft. It takes me from the draft section to my whole videos on my page. And thank God it only deleted the first 20. But yeah, my dumb ass deleted 20 videos off of my Patreon. And I only had 36. So if it looks like I deleted videos because of your tier, it's not that. I am just a fucking idiot and made a mistake. But that just motivated me to come out harder. So that I will. I promise you I'll have those 20 videos replaced before the end of the month. So y'all go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon. Appreciate all 35 paid members so far. It's a blessing beyond measure. I really don't have anything that I can express with words to show my gratification or gratitude. I'm sorry. But either way, like the video if you like the video. Once again, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.